It's now my great pleasure to actually introduce the authors of this book, and I'll do so and then they'll make some brief comments. But I'd also point out how enduring has been their partnership. I think I must have been a fan of one of your first joint works together, and I think that was over 25 years ago. So I think the enduring partnership is also a sign of how profound the message is as well. And so Professor Joe Camilleri is Professor of International Relations and founding Director of the Centre for Dialogue, La Trobe University, and a Fellow of the Australian Academy of Social Sciences. He chairs the editorial committee of the scholarly journal Global Change, Peace and Security. And Joe's written widely on a whole range of issues in governance and geopolitics. And he's also the recipient of many national and international grants and awards, including the St Michael's Award for Distinguished Service to the Community and the Victorian Government's Award for his contribution to multiracial harmony. Professor Jim Falk is Foundation Director of the Australian Centre for Science, Innovation and Society and convener of the Climate Adaptation Science and Policy Initiative at the University of Melbourne. He's also Director of Climate Change Research for the Association of Pacific Rim Universities World Institute, a visiting Professor at the United Nations University and Emeritus Professor at the University of Wollongong. And also widely published, and amongst his publications, Professor Falk has a long-standing interest in climate change policy, and many of you will be familiar with his book, which is a best-selling and award-winning book, The Greenhouse Challenge, What's to be Done, and I seem to recall that was published at a time when it wasn't quite such a popular topic, and that was published simultaneously by Penguin and Heinemann in 1989. And Jim's also published widely in the area of governance and geopolitics. So I'd welcome Joe to provide some initial comments. Thanks.